everything I will teach in manual, just like same Eclipse IDE and in that main method, then everything should not go to at that pace. Right now we need to interact with frameworks, so let's start working with that. So maybe today, tomorrow, and maybe half of the day, day after tomorrow, we'll be taking time to explain this framework. But this is one of the most important topic in your Selenium. So without test ng we cannot imagine the any framework, either the Selenium, either the any framework we are going to develop after couple of weeks, and anything we cannot imagine without framework, without this test ng framework, right? So we will be taking this in very depth, and whatever the methodologies are being used in industry standards, will cover all those, right? What people just face the interview questions during Selenium. There are 3 4 very important interview questions come from this test ng. As far as we are not only practicing, we are not only learning for the interviews, also if from day one, if I'll ask to start working in this Selenium, if I switch, right, many people do the same thing. They just learn Selenium, and they just start directly giving interview that they have 1 year's experience working in Selenium. But if your interviewer is smart, then at a single question he may know that if you are if you having real time experience or not, just because 2 or 3 questions uh, will be helping you, right? Everybody is learning Selenium, right? Everybody is going through with the YouTube videos and other platforms that are available in over internet, but those are not sufficient to justify your experience. Just like same, this framework will help interviewers. It help interviewers to know that you have a real time experience or not, right? So as per my experience, I have faced some interview question in I'm giving interview from last couple of weeks, and I have faced many questions from framework, right? So I know that this is very tricky part. Everybody knows how to write locators, everybody knows how to handle web elements. These topics are very easy, but how you will work on the framework and how will you handle actual problems which comes across during the projects, right? So those things will be covered in these 2 or 3 days, right? So just like if I'll ask you, you have thousand of test cases, right? And you have to run 50. If you don't know this test ng framework, will you go and run a script one by one, having each method will be trying to run 50 times? No, you will run your Java program 50 times, right, to execute that test script with, if you don't having that test engine knowledge, right? So this is not a good practice. That's why I uh, decided to start this topic today, right? So although just like same screenshot, how will you capture, right? This topic I have skipped as of now, because this will be covered with the all the frameworks. I have keep in mind all the topics which I am skipping, just because of that reason, so that I have designed in a way so that you understand not only the topic, you understand not only how to write the code for that, but you also understand what the real time need of this particular topic, right? Then this is worthful, right? So today we are going to start this particular framework, test ng. So what is test ng? First of all, so if I will not go to the very depth in theories, because I have experienced that if you are doing theory and if you are interviewer asks sometime theory, then if you don't give answer as per his expectations, like theory he has opened in Chrome, or suppose he want to ask what is test ng, and he just viewed first 2 or 3 results and you have learned from fourth result, then his expectations not be fulfilled, right? So just give an definition which comes to practical knowledge, right? Which comes from practical knowledge, not from theoretical, right? So according to my experience, according to my knowledge, what is test ng framework? So I will not directly go for definition first. If I want to run, suppose in manual testing, what we normally test, because manual testing will never going to be closed. If you have to automate something, then you have to write test cases for that, right? And you will write them only, right? So what is manual testing? So manual testing each every requirement is expected result and the expected outcome are matching or not, right? So these are some very famous tests like regression, sanity, and smoke, right? Monkey, or some people call it gorilla or ad hoc testing, right? So suppose my manager asks that you have to run only regression test cases, right? Because after some requirement change there, or the some after some requirement change, or after a bug fix, it's our duty to perform the regression testing, right? So if regression testing has 5,000 test cases, suppose this is a very big system that we have to test, then what will you do? You going for running the 5,000 times your scripts? No, this is not a good test. So in that case, this test ng framework comes in picture, right? You can run parallelly thousand of test cases, right? Parallelly means, it means that at the same time you are able to run, you are able to check 100 test cases, you are able to. But we don't, if you want to do it manually, we don't have 100,000 eyes for doing that, right? We don't have 100,000 or thousands of hands to do it. No, we don't have that. But framework provides a facility that at a single click your thousands of test cases will be running in parallel, right? So time, safety, and many uh, and thing about this test ng framework is that you can decide which test case you want to run. If you want to go for regression, then you can make a profile that will having only those regression tests. You can make a profile that will only have that sanity or smoke or monkey test cases, right? So you can define your profile, you can define what you want to test, right? So at that time this will save your time as well, right? So this is some introduction about the test ng. Test ng is a framework which allows you to run multiple test cases at a time, and which allows you to make profiling, which test allows you which test case you want to exclude, include, and this is about test ng, right? And up to, if I come to the theoretical part, this is more than that, right? You can go for theoretical, many websites are offering. This depends upon what your interviewer wants to listen, right? But the practical definition if you'll give, he also wants to know if you have real time experience or not. So today's agenda is this: we will first understand introduction to test ng that we have just completed, how to install test ng framework inside your Eclipse IDE. Then we will run our first test case in test ng. We will understand about .xml file. Then we will running two tests. These two topics we are going to cover, right? And this question will be covered as last of the part. Although you will be able to answer all the questions, please guys mute yourself, right? Otherwise these background noises will be coming in your video as well, right? So if you have to ask any question, you can go for that, but if you have not any question as of now, then you can mute yourself, right? So what is the priority of test cases? Just like same, if if I have 100 defects to test on, right, then we decide the priority, right? And if you want to, if you want to perform the priority in your test cases while you are testing them, right? If I ask you that you have a login functionality that's failed. So that will be a top priority, because without login you cannot access data of any website, right? If I ask you that you are not, unable to log in Facebook, right, and there comes a defect in Facebook and you are not able to log in, this will be highest priority defect in Facebook. Same applies on every website, right? So similarly, if you are going to run anything, right, any you are going to test any software, then this will be highest priority. So how will you define the priority of any test case, and how will you run in that order? If you have two modules, then how, if I ask you just run the sanity or regression, then how will you do that, right? And how will you know that test case was pass or fails? For that assertion that Sumit has already covered. And excluding test case, if you don't want to run that, suppose in your regression test you have 100 test cases, right, and your manager asks that you have to run only 5 test cases, right? So you can suppose your manager asks that you have to run only these 95 test cases, right? Then how will you remove those 5 test cases from your regression, right? You will not remove those test cases from your test suite, you will remove those from your code, right? Code you are not going to remove, you will tell this inside testng.xml file, that I am coming to that. And then this is a very famous interview questions, people many time ask them, how will you run only the failed test cases? This is agenda for today. This is just starting of this TestNG framework. Also, before TestNG we have JUnit and NUnit in picture, but we are not going to cover those things because vastly this TestNG framework is being used, right? Once you learn any of them, suppose TestNG you are going to learn, then same things are also in there, but some syntax changes are there. You can then explore that later, right? So there are multiple frameworks. To we our topic is TestNG, right? So first of all, you will, all you guys, you will not able to apply without installing that TestNG framework. How will you install this in your Eclipse IDE? That I am going to show you. If you have already opened your system, then do one thing. I have written this article especially for you, that so that you will not face problem to find URLs in right. So if I will click on this first, how to install TestNG in here. So also here I have a test video, right? But I am going to cover all of these, but I am showing after this session. If you are not able to do that same, then you can refer this, right? So what I will copy this URL, because I directly know, you can watch it later. See, I will come here in this URL, right? I will first paste for further helps. Also this video is getting recorded, so you can refer this video as well. This is same channel. So this is your blog that I have written especially for you, so that if you face problem on installing this framework, if you have not working with your system, then you can refer it later, right? So let me come to this URL and enter here, right? This is official TestNG website. Here you will find the URL that you have to copy and paste. So I will copy, right click and copy link address, right? So this address will be copied. Some people do one thing, that they just copy the text. No, I have to copy the link, right? Copy link address. So now what we have to do, just go to your Eclipse IDE, right? Inside your Eclipse IDE, you will see this help section, right? Just click on this help section, and after clicking, you will see install new software, right? Install new software. So I will click on this, and this will be open. Now, whatever the URL I have copied, I will paste here, right? Once I will paste this URL here, this I have already actually installed in my system. That's why it's showing me instantly. In your case it will take some time, maybe 2 or 3 minutes, totally depends on your internet speed, right? So once you will see this test ng icon, just click on that and click on next, 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 and finish. Once you will do that, a pop-up will coming, install anyway, you have to click on that. And once you will click on install anyway, it will ask you to restart the Eclipse, right? So once you will restart the Eclipse, it will be attached to your particular test to IDE. But remember one thing, I am working in a workplace, right? I am working in this workplace as of now. What is workplace? That let me show you. I am here as of now, 5 p.m. weekday, and I am here. See, I am here. So I have installed TestNG in this, you can say, see, this is TestNG XML document is showing to me, but I have installed my Eclipse in this place, right? If you are in future, if you are changing your workplace, then you have to again install that in your Eclipse IDE, right? Suppose now after this session, what I will be doing, I will be coming to this 6 p.m. weekday batch, right? So what I will be doing, I will be again installing the same framework because I have today installed for you guys, so I am not doing that again, right? So this way you will install this Eclipse IDE. And anybody has any problem, let me give this URL. This is your URL. After clicking on this URL, just come here down and you have to copy this, right? Copy this link address and go to this help, install new software, and paste here, right? Once you paste, this will be here. Click next, next, install, and there will be coming a pop-up. You have just do one thing, install anyway and restart your Eclipse. It will automatically restart. You don't have to perform manual steps for that, right? So this is about how to install Eclipse in your plugin. Now let's start. I will make a separate project, new, same Java project. Everybody not able to see the screen? So actually, Munal, are you joining from mobile? So maybe you are switching over the screens. Just remain in one screen, right? And because everybody is able to see, then it let join again. It will be visible. Okay, so I will write here test ng tutorial. Next, enter, right? And then what I will be doing, see, this is your test ng project, right? Similar Java project I have created, nothing extra. Right click on this and create a package. In this package I will have my regression test cases, right? This way we have to work in future, right? If I'll ask you to write 50 test cases for any e-commerce website, so first you will write manual, right? Then you have to perform automation for that, right? So you have to write steps for each script, right? So what you have to do in this way, you have to write, you have a separate file for regression, right? You have a separate Excel file or whatever platform you are using to write test cases. In that way you decide. See, similarly here I have created a package for the regression, right? Let me finish it, right? Again I will create a package. Suppose in this package I will have my sanity test cases, right? let me first start with this regression. Right click, new class, and suppose I am uh, writing class A, right? I don't need to select this public static void main, just click this and see. If you want to run any Java program, you cannot run that without having that main method. But in testng there are annotations that help you to run the Java program without having that main method, right? So same it works like main method. Let me show you first. Suppose I have void test case 1, right? Void test case. Here I will do one thing. I will give regression test case 1, right? This is method. So inside your Eclipse, inside your classes, whatever methods you have, just consider them as your test case, right? So suppose I have to write the test cases for cards, right? Cart means whatever you e-commerce website you browse on, so you have option there to add to cart, right? So suppose I am writing test cases for add to cart, so there will be a class which will consider all the test cases for cart, right? And all the test cases will be inside a same class for a particular thing, right? And if I want, if I talk about the login and and the registration functionality, so that's a different module, so we should have different package for that, right? So we don't need to take care of that. Architect comes in picture. Architect decide what class in what package it should have, right? So we don't need to worry about that. We are a very initial phase, so we cannot take too much headache for that, right? We just need to understand how should they perform. So here regression test case 1. So in regression we may have hundreds of classes and hundreds of test cases in each class, right? So suppose I am taking a sample, I will give same message, regression test case 1, right? And here another method, let me copy, I will give this name 2, right? And test case 2, right? Now come here and give at the rate test annotation, right? So at the rate test, if I'll give, come here and see add test ng library. This library you have to import, and then again this will be throwing error. So what we have to do again here, import test ng org dot test ng dot annotations, right? So this at the rate test means what? This at the rate test means a test case. This is just written above a method, so this method treats as a single test case, right? So don't think that it's too easy or too tough. Totally depends upon how much we practice, right? Just like in our test suite may have thousands of test cases, similarly this class is a test case class, right? Test which have test cases, and test suite may have thousands of test cases, right? So similarly here this method works as a particular test case, right? So if I'll write this and control space, so this is a different test case, right? These are two test cases and I have to run them. Let me right click and see, run as test ng test. Previously if I will have main method inside this class, then I was running this run as Java application, right? But we have just created as a test ng application. So what we have to do, we will run as test ng, right? Okay, so let me run this first, run as test ng test. See, the method of showing each and every test result is very good in manner, right? See, regression test case 1, regression test case 2, this is your result that you have printed in these methods, right? What should be the result will come first. After that, passed, what pass and fails, test case passed, either the test case fails, right? So method name is same as test case name, right? So if you are giving method name as regression test case 1, so this method name is your test case name, right? This is also passed, right? So also this is telling you total test run is 2, means total test case which you have run are 2, and failures are 2, skipped are sorry, failures are 0 and skipped are 0, right? So this way you can see your result, right? So default suit you understand. And similarly, if I'll try to see this, let me do one thing, right click and refresh in this project. So see, currently we don't have any output file present. You have to refresh this project to see your output file, right? Right click and refresh it. See, test output folder is present. If I will explore this, then see this, I hope index.html. Yeah, let me copy this URL and come to here and let me paste this. See, the way of showing the result is very good. So two methods you have run. How much? See, regression test case 1, right? Regression test case 2. Past methods means past test cases. Currently we don't have any failure test cases. That's why I can show that to you, right? I will show you later in this class. And now let me close this. Okay. So after this, which page? Your voice is breaking. Today my internet is speedy. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay. So what I have did, right click in this once you run any file first. So what you have to do, right click and refresh this project, right? Once you refresh, then this test output file will be present, right? So once you will run your test out, inside this test file you will have this index.html. I have double clicked on it, and then this URL I got, copy this URL and paste it inside any browser, right? So I have pasted in my Chrome. I got it. Okay. Okay, so see, I have two test cases here, right? And I have run that and I got the result for that, right? Now suppose I have a different class, right? Suppose I have another class present in regression, in this regression test case folder, which this test case folder actually contains the all the regression test cases, right? This package actually contains all the regression test cases, and I have to run all the regression test cases. So is it possible to write thousands of methods inside a single class? No. So maybe I will be creating another class for that, suppose class B, and finish that. And I have copied those two and I will paste here, and I will give a different name, test case 3, right? Test case 4. See, I will again run this and get result for that, right? Why I am showing this, I will come to that. See, test, again I will run this, and maybe it was not copied properly. And see, two test cases run, failure 0, pass 2, right? So what the message I have given, I am getting result for that, the regression test case 4, regression test case 3, right? So let me give here test case 3 is this, and test case 4 is this, right? I will run this. See, I have regression test case 4 and regression test case 3. Don't be panic that this test case come first and I am getting result for this test case 3 first, right? Test case 4 first, although test case 3 first come first and it should be run first. So I will coming to that. If you don't decide any priority, then by default what test ng decides then, right? Just like this test case 4 coming later, but you are getting result before this test case 3, right? Just don't be panic about the priority. I will coming to each and every topic, right? But first see that you have run 2 test cases and all are running. Suppose now if I'll say to you that run all the regression test cases, right? These are 2 sample files I have present, right? And I say to you run all the regression test cases, then total regression test cases how much? 4. And you have to run 4 test cases. So will you going to each class in different class and running that? No. Class A have 2 test cases, you will run this, and class B have 2 test cases, you will run this. Suppose I have 50 classes, thousands classes, then what will you do? Then it comes about testng.xml file, right? So you will give information of all the classes in that xml file, and you will run that xml file, right? Now how will you create that xml file? That you don't have to worry of. Just after each change, go to this testng, your project, and write, and here testng convert to testng, right? So you don't have to worry that you have to create testng file each and every time writing the xml code. No, Eclipse is so powerful then, right? What, why we are using the IDE, otherwise we will be working on notepad. So right click and this testng convert to testng, right? And see, this file is created for you. So tomorrow, see, after that this testng file is created, right? Sorry, this is your testng dot file created. Now you have to run only this file, right? And both these classes will be running, right? Both these classes will be running to you. Both have 2 methods, sorry, two methods. So total 4 test cases are there. So you don't need to go to every classes run that, right? So tomorrow there will be thousands of classes. So this testng file will work for you, right? So once you will create this, it will automatically whatever the classes are present inside your particular project, or it will work for that, right? Suppose if I'll create another folder here, that I will come to later. Let me run this. All the test cases should run, then run as testng suite, right? Let me expand this. See, test case 1, test case 2, test case 3, and test case 4, right? Total test run 4, passes 4, failures 0, skips 0. Every appropriate information it will giving to you, right? I will go to, how will I go to, let me come to and refresh this file. Why? Just because I want to refresh, so the output folder will automatically then refresh, right? If you will not refresh, then sometimes you will be seeing the previous result. So don't be panic at that time, just refresh your folder. And I will copy this URL, right? And going to this here and this, right? Browser source in appropriate way. So 4 methods I have, total test cases on how much, right? See, regression test case, regression test case, regression test case, right? So reporter output. So this when you will learning each and everything, then you will be uh, then you will be seeing everything, right? So what is the chronological view? It means that test cases present inside any test class. So this is your folder name, means package name, and this is your class name, right? I hope you guys understand this. And this is your class name and this is your folder name, right? And these methods are present inside this class, right? So you can see how you have not told anything in your code, but this framework is working everything for you, right? Suppose tomorrow if I will create another class, right click new and then class and class C, right? And if I'll paste, no, not this, let me copy this. I don't need to write again and again. Here class C, this, right? So test case 5, this will be right, because this is regression test case folder. So uh, that's why I am giving a name in this way. And similarly 5 and similarly 6, right? So what I have to do, I have to just go to this testng.xml file and I will copy this line. Why? And I will show you. I have to just add another class that I have added. Now it's above, right? It's done. You don't need to worry about that. You have to go manually to this third class and run this. It will save time, this file. Or if you don't want to add like this, then what can you do? Another option is there. Right click in this test ng tutorial, go to this test ng, convert to this test ng, right? So see what happens. If I will finish this, so there is a pop-up coming. Test ng.xml already exists. Overwrite it. Overwrite it means that whatever you have newly created will be coming here, right? So this is coming after this, it's coming above of this, right? So if you want to add it manually, you can add it also, right? So similarly, two ways are there. Either you go and manually add this file, or if you want to maintain the ordering that you have created the test cases, then you can add later, right? Okay, I will run all this test ng suite. See how much test case 1 2 3 4 5 6, all test cases 6 pass, 6 no test case was failed, right? I will go and in this URL I am getting my testng file. So refresh this and you will see chronological view I have selected here. If you can select this also, right? So see, if you want to see your testng file, you can explore this one by one, right? So this way we can write test cases. Suppose to suppose I have another folder that is having sanity, right? Sanity, right click and class A, and here let me copy this. Here I will give sanity, right? On sanity, this is test case 2 and sanity test case 1. Here also I will give 1 and here 2, right? Let me create another sanity class. class B. I will paste here, and 3 sanity test case 3, sanity test case 4, sanity test case 4. Right? If I'll ask you now to run, let me, after creating this class, what I have to do, see, this test, right, and this test is getting closed here. Remove this. See, inside class classes you have multiple classes, right? Similarly, inside this test block you have multiple classes. That means this works as a folder, right? You can create another folder for that test, and you can close this, right? Let's copy classes here. What does it mean? That I have another package, right? Similarly, if you want to create run test cases for different package, then you can do one thing. Either you go right click, right, test ng and convert. See, then what happens? Sanity class A, all are getting created but not in a proper manner. We can do, let me first convert it for you, and then I will show it manually. Finish. Already exists, so then overwrite it, right? Replace, right? See, all these classes are present inside a single folder. If I'll ask you tomorrow, then run only sanity test cases, then what will you do? You have to go and remove the manually, you have to remove then this regression, right? And suppose if I have 1000, then we have to manually find and remove the 1000 of test cases, right? So this is not a good practice. Then what we should do, just remove sanity from here, and this is second sanity. Just create a different test folder that I was doing previously, and inside that test folder let's copy this structure, classes, and under classes we have different classes, right? So now this time sanity, right, or folder name is sanity, this is your package name, right, and this is your class name. In that way you have also given information, right? So package name is sanity here, and class is A and B, right? Class is A and B, and give here sanity, right? So I will remove this. Now if I'll ask you to run, sorry, to run only sanity test cases, right? So what will you do? Just go and comment this. Although manually doing it, this is not also not good, but this topic comes under Maven profiling, right? How to make profiles for the Maven structures. So just because we have not started Maven yet, so, sorry, so I will be covering these topics in Maven, because profiling is Maven topic, right? So if I have to run only sanity test cases, then what I can do, just comment this as of now, right? But if I'll ask you to run sanity test cases, then you have to pre-prepare for it. So you can profile them, that sanity you have to run this file, or you have to just line, write here sanity, then all sanity test cases should run. You just have to write regression, then all test cases should. In this way, we perform automation testing. That's how we save time, right? If I have to ask to run the regression test cases and I am looking in my code, then what is automation, right? Still, if I am performing manual tasks, then nothing is automation, right? So, but we have not covered that main topic, so just comment this and run only sanity test cases, right? So, okay, let me check. I have not. Okay, right click and run this. Got an error, maybe because of some reason. Will we resolve this? See why uh, we got this result. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Run as again same error. Class A and class B are here. Let's see what's the error is. Test tag must define the name attribute. Okay, this is your error, right? Just because previously we have this name attribute here, so I will copy this and let me give this name sanity and let me run it. See, sanity test case 1, test case 2, test case 3 and test case 4. So all sanity test cases run only, right? No other no other regression tests. So suppose now I'll ask you run only regression test cases, then what will you do until we don't cover the main one, right? So maybe people who will be have experienced in then will be saying that this is better option to go with the main profiling, so we have not covered that topic. uh, Close this, and now this will run only for here. I have to give name regression, right? Give your profile name as regression, right? I will run this and see only regression test case 5, 6, 1. This only regression test cases got run, right? So anybody has any question until here? Otherwise, I have another point to cover. But please ask till here. Okay, so I hope that if anybody is not replying, then it means that it is clear to all. Okay. So now you are, if I'll refresh this, see all the test cases are passed, right? Now I want to fail any test case. Suppose I am running the regression test cases. Let me go to regression test cases and class B, right? I will fail this regression test case 4. How? Let me do one thing. Assert, sorry, assert. I hope that you have already covered this topic. Sumit has taken class for that. And false. So this test case will fail. Why? Just because we are expecting true and we are getting false, right? Sl.assert true expects for result as true. Here you are passing false, then of course this will be failed. This line I am just writing to fail any test case, right? Suppose we can write in a good manner as well, just like my string name is equal to Vandan, right? And I am expecting assert dot, sorry, assert dot assert equals, sorry, true, right? And name dot equals, suppose here I am giving any random name, right? So this will be returning false, right? Because name I am giving Vandan, right? Name dot equals to this, no. So this will be returning as false. So this test case will fail, right? Test ng dot, let me run it. See, total test case run 6, passes 5, failures 1, right? Now if you want to see which was fail and wow in a proper manner, then what we should do, just go to that URL, refresh this. See, failed methods, regression test case 4, and it will show you the result also, that java.lang dot assertion error expected true but found false, right? So uh, this way we will be getting result, and I will collect this data fixing this problem. So how will you do that? You will just come here for fixing. So also this will be telling you each and every information, right? So which class you have got the error? Class B, right? Line number 17, right? And array list dot for each, whatever the you have internal errors that comes from expected result, and you have given outcome is different. So whatever internally this how it's working, every information stack trace is given here, right? So how will you fix that? Just assert false. We are now expecting false, right? Now expecting false, result is also false, so it means true. True means pass, right? So I will run this test case now. Total test case run 6, passes 6. Now I'll go and refresh this URL. In this URL my testng file is created, right? So I'll refresh this and passed methods. So see, all the test cases are passed. Chronological view you can see, right? So how much time it took to run that particular test case, it also mentioned here, right? Suppose now one particular requirement here. Suppose I have thousands of test cases that takes 5 minutes time to run, right? Because we are running our test suite as parallel. Now if I have a single test case that is taking 3 minutes time, and rest of the 999 test cases taking 2 minutes time, then our manager asked that just exclude that particular test case from your regression and run left of the test cases, right? Rest of the test cases you have to run, just exclude that taking too much time. So what I can do, see, this is a single line statement, right? So first off I have to make it multiple line statements, right? Closing and bracket should be like this then, right? Now what I have to exclude from class A, I will remove this test case 2, right? I don't want to run this test case just because this test case is taking too much time, right? So what I will do, I will copy this name because I have to exclude this test case from my test cases, regression test cases, because I want to save my time, right? So what is this test case? Actually a method, right? This test case is actually a method. So I have to come here, methods, inside classes, and then I have to use this exclude, name is equal to degree, right? I hope this will work, right? Now this will be skipped from your test result, although skipping is anything else, just like if you perform the, if you know the differences between assert and verify command, hard and soft assertion, right? So you will be better knowing of that, but skipping is something different, but this test case will not run. I have removed from picture, right? Test regression test case 2 will not run there. Other 5 should run, right? So see, test cases run 5 and passes 5, and this was removed, and which I removed regression test case 2, so this should be not here, right? I will refresh this. See, pass methods, regression test case 2 I have skipped, right? So regression test case 2 is not here. This is just a starting about the test ng. So anybody has any question till the topic I have covered? So thank you for attending today's session, and uh, couple of days are too important, right? So please be on time. Okay. So anybody has? Oh yeah. Mm. So what about everyone? Please give response. What about after 7 p.m.? Because the form result I got was mix example, right? So after 7 p.m. anybody has any problem? 9 from 12, I hope. Morning time is fine for everyone. Okay, so Sweta, as you said that you don't have any problem to switching over the weekend batches. If you have any problem, tell me here. Okay, 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 okay. So meanwhile, I am skipping that part for as far as I am discussing with everyone. So until that, we will have same timings. Okay. All the batches are in same pace, right? So whatever I have covered till in this batch, so I am not far than that, right? So same pace I am in every batch. Same. Yeah, but others who can just like others who give me the response that they can't join on morning, so others are okay with that, because everybody feels switching to weekend batch will not possible for me to doing that. Okay, we'll discuss it later, because I am just observing the results which I have got, and then I'll decide. Yeah, yeah. Until that timing will be same. Okay. Thank you.